AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Into the air right away is Allen.
And his first look is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He'll check this down to Hines. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen off the play fake. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run for the first time with James Cook.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Now 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Cook.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
They'll run with Pollard.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Pollard again.
And he will take it in for a Cowboys score.
Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened in that play.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Now Allen. Oh, he'll run that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They run again on first down. Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing now is Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. First and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They toss it down to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6.
Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cook up the gut. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Cook running right. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd down and 4. Now Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Pollard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And a route is on here in this first half.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Touchdown! Terry Pollard on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And a route is on here in this first half.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got fun.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 40 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. 2nd down, Pollard again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 1.
An audible here to get a new look.
And less than a yard.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Prescott. Buying time to his left. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Allen now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On play action, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 39 yards. And the Bills are able to claw one back.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Bills.
On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
42 yards on the play.
Play action. Now it's Allen on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game from the 33. Here's a second down and 4. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's and now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the...
And my goodness, another interception.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of hit.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Inside the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. That's picked up. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
What happened?
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing, Prescott.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Prescott on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And again, it's Allen out to his left. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and
Here's Prescott.
at the Bills' 23-yard line.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Bills first down.
Allen now looks to throw. Gets this one to Morris. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills are forced to settle for 3. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but his man...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing here, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Down to the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Prescott to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
44, Bills 29.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, The team.
And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Cooks on the quick slant. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Now the ball comes loose.
Stupid.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.